I titled this one, the Nigerian police, the VIO, and also the EFCC. Now there is something that I want to first say to this group of guys in Nigeria. To the ones who belong to these three organizations in Nigeria but are doing their best to make sure that they do everything according to what they signed for, I appreciate you all. I know it won't be easy for you guys to do the right thing, being in the Nigerian police, being in the VIO organization, the Vehicle Inspection Organization, or whatever they call themselves, and also EFCC, like we know. Because already it seems like so many of these supposed federal government entities are now groomed to do the work, to do the dirty works of these bastards and morons in government. I will explain what I mean by this. The Nigerian police will never come out and look at our faces and say that they don't know the real bad guys. They don't know the people that are killing us in Nigeria. The EFCC will never come out and say, no, they don't know the people who are dealing with drugs and money laundering. Because if EFCC is supposed to be doing their work the way they are supposed to be doing it, the problem, their jobs should already be felt from the federal government officials, from the people in government all over the federal states of Nigeria. But no way. But why am I doing this video today? I will let you guys know. The Nigeria police as a whole, they should be very ashamed of themselves. And the reason being that somebody will go to school in Nigeria, will have gone to primary school, secondary school, and higher institution. And of course, I don't need to spell to us, I don't need to explain to us what an average graduate in Nigeria will have gone through to become a graduate, despite all the loopholes, despite all the lack of, despite all the hopelessness of being a graduate in Nigeria, but yet they went through it, just like myself, and they came out. Now, in the process of not getting anything to do, these guys will go as far as getting somebody that will give to them Okada at instrumental payments. Maybe an Okada, a bike, a motorcycle currently in Nigeria, if you want to buy it cash, maybe around 250,000, 300,000. I don't know how much it is per se. But by the time you're going to sign that you're going to be paying the money at installments payments, it means you're paying almost ×2 of what you will have paid when you take your money, when you take the money to the market to buy that Okada. And these graduates will get this bike and they will be using it to do their job. And the Nigeria police will frustrate everybody in that country. Where an average, despite all the insecurities that we have in Nigeria, would you believe it that Nigeria police that are attached to these bastards in government, to their wives, to their children, they even go as far as carrying food plates for these morons at parties? How did we get to this point in Nigeria? Guys, please tell me, am I the only one that is crazy? Am I going mad? That we have insecurities in Nigeria. We have the stupid one called Super Cop, Abakari, and the Nigerian government is trying to exonerate him from all the evil things he has done. And the Nigerian police will attach the men in the force to be following politicians all around. To be following politicians all around. To be carrying plates of food for them. In a nation where people are dying of hunger and nobody could talk. And this graduate will go as far as please let me share this video. I am begging you, please let me share, because I am voicing out my anger, my disappointment today. And yet you see people clamoring for election 2023. How did we get to this point in life? I actually had to leave my house because I wouldn't want my neighbors to see me doing this video, because I know it's highly emotional to me. Would you believe it? I came to Nigeria late last year. The guy, one of the bikes that I boarded, I asked the guy what he was doing with the envelope he had with him. He said he actually, what he had in the envelopes are actually his school papers. I said, what school did you go to? With very good English from this guy's mouth. Okay, he said he finished from Obafemi Awolowo University. This guy actually finished with very strong 2-1. I saw his script. I saw his what did they call it again? It's been long I graduated. You get your result and everything will be stated out. This guy finished with very strong 2-1 CGPA, and he was riding Okada. I looked at it. I had to hide my tears. Okay, what are you doing with your NYC certificate and all the school papers? He says so that anywhere he sees an opening, even if it's a security job, so that when he's doing that, when he has extra time, he's going to be doing the Okada job. An average Nigerian graduate. And as if that is not painful enough, Nigerian police will still stop these guys. They will frustrate their lives. What is wrong with us in this nation? What is wrong with us? And yet, the Nigerian police, they know the real Yahoo boys from whom they collect money. The ones that we see that they arrest are the ones that are not giving them money. I am not covering my face to make this video. Whatever will happen should happen. Enough is enough. What is wrong with us? And the EFCC will be going to these good-for-nothing entities, the boys who are even blamed. Because I don't condone Yahoo. I won't condone ritual killings. I won't condone any of this. But come, if there are lots of wood on top of one another, you should remove the ones at the top first. What examples are the leaders of Nigeria laying for the youth? What examples are parents laying down for their children? What is wrong with everybody? Are we all crazy? Are we all mad? What is wrong? And we can't see people that will stand up and say, enough is enough. Why would you think the federal government of Nigeria, being evil, will go as far as arresting Kanu Nnamdi and Chief Sunday Igboho? Why do you think they did that? Is it not for them to have a place to start spreading the carpet for election 2023 campaign? Look at what Nigerians are going through. Just imagine what Nigerians are going through now. That somebody will carry a baby inside of her for 9 months, and after giving birth to the baby, she will go and drop the baby somewhere because she cannot take care of the baby. And yet we have politicians shamelessly coming out to campaign for 2023 election. And what do we do on social media? What are our celebrities doing on social media? Nonsense. An average graduate, a graduate so frustrated. Will the parents? I don't think you people understand how grievous, how difficult things are. When I was going to school in Nigeria, I had hope that after graduating, no matter what, I will find a job. In fact, when I graduated from UI 2005, the banks came for people who had first class and 2-1 to write tests. And so many people who were interested in banking jobs, they wrote the test and they got jobs. Currently, it is not the situation. Parents will be sending their children to school without hope that they will become anything in life. And as if that is not enough, look at what an average boy of less than 10 years will be saying he would want to become in life after being sent to school. After becoming a graduate, he would want to become a pastor. And the mother asked this boy, why do you want to become a pastor? Because pastors are rich. Shame on all of you. Shame on all of you. From Adeboye to Kumuyi to Oyedepo, because you are the great-grandfathers of these thieves that we have in the body of Christ. And mark my words, your days are numbered. Because there's no way we will call out these politicians that are killing us and we will mention your names. How dare you? Adeboye will say, yes, we don't have technology in Nigeria, but we have God. What God do you have? That an average Nigerian citizen is dying of hunger in Nigeria. Despite all the resources that we have. May your children and your grandchildren, may they reap everything you have ever sown to put Nigerians into what they are today. So many people are going to bed tonight without having anything to eat in the morning, since morning. Just because you people will not call a spade, because you have your own share of the blood that is being shed every day. I know Yedepo will come and say he wants to build another hack. Which hack? What is wrong with us? Are we all mad? And I tell you, there's no way I will go to China today and they will understand me, because we don't speak the same language. I don't understand their language. Is there any language that these politicians all over the world understand? Look at the Ukraine-Russia war. They know what they are doing. That's why I don't read the news again. They are all bastards and morons. Few elected people to be in power, only to frustrate millions of lives. Ask me if there are no people sleeping on the street in Russia, that Russian government will be spending trillions of dollars just to go and invade a helpless nation like Ukraine. All over the world, they are the same. It's just that we are having it worse in Nigeria, because there's nothing that should stop Nigeria from being on world scale. The resources are too many. Then what is the usefulness of our professors and emeritus professors when the likes of MC Oluomo, what does he call it, that Tinubu enthroned, that will be making demands on Lagos people, Lagosians, like seriously? Are we all not crazy? Are we all not mad? The fact that so many people can still feed their families today, and that's the reason they are not talking. That's the reason why they are not speaking. Let that time come. When it touches you, you will speak up. If there is any language the Nigerian government understands, it is to shut down everything before the time will be too late for us to do it. Please let me share this video. Let so many people watch and get angry in their spirit, man. We cannot continue like this for the next 6-7 months. Look at power, electricity supply. Look at water. So many people for years have not even seen electricity. I've not seen bulb lighted in their area, except they put on generator. Now the same generator that you people are complaining of running, where is the fuel to run it? When are we going to put these people out of business? When they did it in this country that I am, didn't they remove the restrictions? Didn't they remove the restrictions? They brought down everywhere. What is wrong with us? How can we continue like this? How? How long more can Nigerians, what have Nigerians done to even deserve these bastards in government? If we don't have the resources like so many countries, probably would say it's because we don't have the, but because the resources are so many, they are just too much. They are so enormous that they can put us on what scale? There are so many nations, so many nationals from other countries will be coming to Nigeria like before to look for jobs. And Nigerians will be enjoying, but it is the other way around. Look at the average Nigerian police. We don't even know who the true Nigerian policemen are. We don't even know. You just see them on the road, whether they are armed robbers or not. There is no documentation. That is how grave, that is how dangerous. What is wrong with us? The hunger in the land is, you don't even go there. And we've not seen anything yet, except there is divine intervention. What is wrong? There are graduates in Nigeria. I shared something on my profile. Girls will now go as far as offering to show their nakedness to men just for 1,000 naira, just for 2,000 naira to hit. And we are going to sit down like this to allow this to continue in a country where we have adequate soil to plant, but we don't have government that will invest in agriculture. I have been so restless seeing the news all over. And what do we share on social media? Somebody slap somebody. Somebody divorce somebody. What is our business? You leave leprosy, you start running around to treat ringworm. Is that not what we're doing in Nigeria? That a celebrity has done this, a celebrity has bought that, a celebrity is celebrating birthday. Is that what social media should be for in Nigeria currently? Where people cannot feed? I am not saying we shouldn't have time for relaxation, but guys, if